peeps, we're going on a fire ride just to see how they're getting on. So this particular fire that we're going looking at is the local one we're always on fire in the summer. Barbecues, fireworks, antisocial behaviour, and the biggest problem is that there's no one watching. There's no fire watchers. There's just the likes of us and the bailiffs and the gamekeeper and the general public that keep an eye on things. I do believe it's cost around 25 million this time. You know, 25 million off the government. This is the second time round. You know, is that 50 million now plus? That's just in this valley. To put the fires out, you know. It's not just take me time past these horses. Go on, I'll wait. So we're looking at no problem. No worries. So as I was saying, yeah, last couple of years, 50 million, and no doubt it can be prevented. Very easily prevented. Especially if they employed a few specialist fire watchers to keep an eye on things. It definitely wouldn't break the bank. You know, if you looked at what Tin Twittle, Glossop, Rochdale, you know, if you put 50 blokes on it, on a rota, you know, creating jobs instead of just throwing that money away and just wasting it on, you know, the fire service resources. But, you know, the problem is it's private land. So, you know, they're not going to patrol private land. You know, 6 months of the year, we don't actually see anyone. You know, but as you can see, it's a multitude of people. All different people. Right. actually can't write some of the stuff you see up here. It is unbelievable what goes on and what you see. And it's funny because the people just think they're doing absolutely nothing wrong, even though they're diving over walls, causing all sorts of havoc, cutting fences to get in the field and sit down. You just can't write it. People are just absolute, just, you know, absolutely mental. And like I said, 50 fire watches in 2 valleys, that's all it'd take, and that would definitely sort things out. In my eyes it would. Just need to have a look down there, it's got a bit tight here, isn't it? Well, in my line then. Looking for blue hat, Tesco's bag and a deck chair. I think it's a woman. So this is it, peeps. See fire engines over there. That's the only tree that's been left from the last fire. But all that moor, all the way over to Duffstones, has been absolutely ruined. So yeah, you know, look at the resources. This is half of it. You know, this isn't even half of it. This isn't a fraction of it. There was 20, maybe 30 fire engines up here at any one time. Res is low. Bit of state of that. Fire engines here. Empty fuel cans. Proper pumps. Oh, Jono's got his tractor and his water bowls are up here. God knows. Look at that, you can see that up there. It's all burnt all across the moorland. So this has been burning for 5 weeks. And it didn't start here, it started in Tintwistle, but the wind changed. And this is how far it got. Down to the side of the res. So yeah, absolute nightmare. It looks like they're pulling off now. Take it, these pipes are pumping water out of the res all the way across. So let's see if I can find this barbecue. Come out with my long nose pliers, haven't I? Still pumping water up then?
A little bit.
Is this pumping up?
Yeah.
What is it, like a sprinkler type system or something?
No, it just obviously a really powerful pump, just lifting from there and sending it over the water.
Alright, so how far does it go?
Oh, it goes right over to the bluff on the other side.
Oh Jesus.
Right over that way as well. The splits on that corner, goes in both directions.
So does it feed a tank or something?
No, it's just feeding hose.
Hoses, right.
We've got branches off all the way down.
So
Then we can still put it out. Keep it around from there now. The LPT's off. It's like we want to put something in. Can't actually get to it.
Alright, I'll leave you to it. See you later.
See you in a bit, mate.
I'm not sure who that guy is, but I think he's like one of the sergeants. But if there's anybody up here having a barbecue, we'll see this fucking smoke. smoke, is there? Since I've moved this accelerator cable, it seems to be. There we go. Can't see any smoke, so there's definitely no barbecues. Thanks. What do we carry? A phone. You know. And that's the thing. Some fellow bikers there. Farmer kids. Some fellow bikers on the green lanes. I'm not going to go too far because it's getting on a bit. So coming up, we've got the Kmx, this bike, 125 to 200 conversion, which I've got all the parts apart from the exhaust. So I'm going to be doing a few videos on that. The first thing I've got to do is put the power valves back in the right way in the head, which might be a bit of a mission, but yeah, clean everything up, put it all back together, ready to go in, and then I can just literally slide the head straight over, tighten it up, do the sensor, do the jets, change the jets in the cab, fit the 200 exhaust. Like I say, I'm just waiting for the 200 silencer, which said 14 days 16 days ago, so I'm presuming this week it is going to turn up. So that's it, peeps. Over and out. Until next time. Ta-ra!